Imagine waking up to a blaring alarm at 5 a.m., chugging coffee, and diving into a 14-hour workday. Your inbox is a battlefield, your to-do list is endless, and social media bombards you with "hustle harder" memes. Welcome to hustle culture, the modern obsession that glorifies non-stop work, side gigs, and the idea that if you're not exhausted, you're not enough. It's sold as the golden ticket to success, freedom, and a life of luxury. But what if it's a trap? What if hustle culture is less about empowerment and more like modern slavery in disguise? Grab a seat because we're about to unravel the truth behind the grind. And it's not the motivational poster you've been sold. Hustle culture is everywhere. From TikTok influencers flexing their 4 a.m. routines to billionaires preaching 100-hour work weeks, the message is loud. Your worth is your work. But at what cost? Are we worshiping a lifestyle that's robbing us of our health, relationships, and sanity? This isn't just about long hours. It's about a mindset that's rewired how we see ourselves. Let's dive into the myths, the harsh realities, and the unsettling parallels between hustle culture and systems of exploitation that history warns us about. The hustle myth: freedom or chains? Hustle culture sells a dream. Grind now, win later. Work hard, they say, and you'll break free from the 9-to-5, build your empire, and live life on your terms. It's a seductive pitch in a world where wages barely cover rent and the cost of living feels like a personal attack. Side hustles, gig apps, and entrepreneurship are marketed as your escape, proof that anyone can make it with enough hustle. But here's the ugly truth: the game is stacked against you. Most hustlers aren't building wealth, they're barely surviving. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that gig workers, the darlings of hustle culture, earn a median of $12.25 per hour, often less than traditional jobs. Platforms like Uber or Upwork skim hefty fees, leaving workers scrambling to pay bills. The freedom to set your hours. It's a mirage when you're working 24/7 to make ends meet. This isn't empowerment, it's a hamster wheel. The mental cost is brutal too. A 2023 American Psychological Association study linked chronic overwork to anxiety, depression, and burnout. The always-on hustle leaves no space for rest, hobbies, or loved ones. You're not crafting a legacy, you're crafting a cage, one late-night email at a time. The historical echoes hustle as modern slavery. Calling hustle culture modern slavery might sound bold, but hear me out. The parallels are eerie. Slavery wasn't just physical chains, it was a system that stripped away autonomy, exploited labor, and tied human worth to productivity. Hustle culture does the same, just with better branding and a motivational soundtrack. Think about it. In historical slavery, workers had no control over their time or output. Today, hustle culture celebrates choosing to work 80 hours a week. But is it a choice when you're drowning in debt? Healthcare costs are insane, and society equates laziness with failure? Gig economy algorithms dictate schedules and pay, much like overseers once controlled tasks. You're free to log off, but try that when your rent's due. The psychological manipulation is uncanny too. Slave systems often framed suffering as noble or temporary. Hustle culture does the same, turning exhaustion into a status symbol. No pain, no gain, they chant, while corporations rake in billions off your sleepless nights. The top 1% own more wealth than the bottom 90%, yet we're told to grind harder, not to question the system. Sound familiar? If this is hitting home, hit like, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more truth bombs. Let's keep exposing hustle culture before we dive deeper. The social media fuel. Social media is hustle culture's hype machine. Scroll Instagram or TikTok, and you're hit with influencers flaunting their grind. 5 a.m. workouts, side hustles, and quotes like "winners don't sleep." It's a polished fantasy that makes overwork look sexy. But behind the scenes, many influencers are trapped too, chasing clout and sponsorships to stay afloat. This curated perfection breeds insecurity. A 2022 University of Pennsylvania study tied social media use to feelings of inadequacy. When everyone online seems to be killing it, taking a day off feels like failure. So you grind harder, buy into the hustle, and stay stuck in the loop. The algorithm thrives on your exhaustion, keeping you scrolling and striving. The health price tag. Hustle culture doesn't just mess with your head, it trashes your body. Chronic stress from overwork is a killer. The World Health Organization links overwork to 745,000 annual deaths from heart disease and stroke. Sleep deprivation, hustle's best friend, fuels obesity, diabetes, and immune issues. And the mental health crisis? A 2021 CDC report noted a 30% rise in suicide rates among working-age adults since 1999. Yet, we're told to push through. Self-care is a marketing gimmick. Buy a $40 face mask, do 10 minutes of mindfulness, then back to the grind. Real rest? That's for losers. This isn't just unsustainable, it's deadly. The class divide. Hustle culture hides a stark class divide. The ultra-rich don't hustle. They invest, outsource, and profit off your labor. Jeff Bezos isn't driving for DoorDash at midnight. The real hustlers are the working class. Gig workers, freelancers, and small business owners who can't afford to pause. This isn't a bug, it's the system working as designed. Hustle culture distracts from systemic flaws like wage stagnation and wealth inequality. Instead of demanding fair pay or universal healthcare, we're taught to outwork the problem. It's a narrative that keeps the powerful comfy while the rest of us burn out. Breaking the cycle. A better way. Are we wrong about hustle culture? Absolutely. Rejecting it doesn't mean abandoning ambition, but redefining success on our own terms, free from the grind's toxic grip. Rest is rebellion, not weakness. Prioritizing sleep and relationships boost well-being, with a 2020 Stanford study showing well-rested workers are 20% more productive. Challenge the myth that your worth lies in output. Seek role models who champion balance over burnout, inspiring a healthier mindset. Push for systemic change. As hustle culture thrives in a broken economy, support policies like universal basic income or stronger labor laws, because collective action outshines solo grinding. Set firm boundaries, saying no to unpaid overtime or toxic gigs, guarding your time as your most precious asset. Redefine wealth beyond money. Strong relationships and health matter more, with a 2019 Harvard study confirming social connections drive happiness far more than cash ever could. The bigger picture. Hustle culture isn't a lifestyle, it's a symptom of a world that values profit over people. It's modern slavery with a motivational hashtag, convincing us to trade our lives for a paycheck while the real winners cash out. But we can fight back. By rejecting the grind, setting boundaries, and demanding change, we reclaim our time, health, and humanity. This hit home. Share it, like, and subscribe to keep the hustle culture truth alive. Let's work to live, not live to work. Comment your thoughts below.